I'm going to show you the top 5 decks to use this season and how to use them, starting off with Drill Cycle. Before I forget, I do have timestamps so you can search through the video and find the deck that you like. They're not ranked in order, all of them are just the top 5 decks to use, so it doesn't really matter which one you pick, just find the one that you like the most. So, starting off with Drill Cycle, obviously, the Drill is going to be probably the best win condition in the game right now. Pairing it with the Dagger Duchess just makes this deck even more insane. If you don't have the Dagger Duchess, you can still use the Cannoneer. It's also amazing with the Cannoneer. Mighty Miner is going to give you some very, very nice defenses, and we're just going to apply pressure with drills the entire game. That's the whole game plan. Drill gets like guaranteed damage, and of course, we're going to take our Dollar Tree Evo Firecracker, the bomber, and use him to get as much damage as we can. And speaking of the Dollar Tree Firecracker, we should get 2 hits here, and we keep our bomber alive. Nice. So that's just a free 660 damage, just like that. And we're already up, what is that? Math is hard. 1600 damage. So that's going to be pretty much your game plan. Defense is not difficult. We have the poison, which we also use on offense, which is very convenient because it lasts 8 seconds, and also it's just insanely like easy to get to because you can like plop down a Mighty Miner in the back and then poison, and you only have to play 3 cards because a 3-card cycle to get back to your poison. So poison is going to be able to be used on defense and offense, preferably more on offense. Because with defense, you have the Tesla, the Evo Tesla, obviously, as well. And the Mighty Miner is great. Plus, he has his bomb. And you got a log for swarms. And, of course, the Dagger Duchess. So, all this combined just makes defense so easy. And look at that. Like, he played a Prince to counter the Goblin, like, drill, not counting the Bomber. We got 500 damage. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. I just can't believe it. Like, it's actually so easy. Oh, that log hitting the guards right there is pretty nice. But yeah, we're going to obviously have a little bit of trouble when the Dagger Duchess is low on daggers, but it's okay because honestly, it's very easy to clear the board when you have all these splash units and just really good defense, especially the Tesla. We get a double ding there, and watch how easy this defense is going to be. We're just going to plop down a Tesla, get ready with the log. I mean, we could have kept our Tesla alive too, but it literally does not matter. And so he goes with his Evo Bomber. It still doesn't really matter because we can just take that damage. Obviously, I didn't have to, but we're up so much damage that it literally doesn't matter what he does. We fed him 2,000 damage and we still won the game. Like, it's that easy to play this deck. So if you want to look like a cycle goat to all your friends, play this deck because it is way easier than it looks. Way easier. Deck number 2 is Giant Graveyard, which was last season's best deck and still remains overpowered. This deck is like mind-numbingly dumb. You can use the Cannoneer too, by the way, if you don't have the Duchess. You can also use the Princess Tower too. It's just that the tower troops give you like really easy defense, and so you can basically just spend all of your time focusing on offense because you've got the Little Prince, the Bowler, the Evo Zap, even the Night Witch. It's just all the defense is really good, and not only is it really good and cheap, all of the defense in this deck gives you a counter push. So we're just going to be able to go in early here because against a Logbait player, there's no way for him to pressure me. So I don't really care about a Knight because I can deal with the Knight with the just like nothing, the Dagger Duchess. And then, I mean, we're just up 1,500 damage. And like, this is brilliant. I'm literally so smart and so good at this game. Look at that. Oh, that was a nice little 480 damage from the Night Witch. And we're up 2,000. We're up 2,000 damage and I didn't do anything. I literally went like Giant Graveyard the Bridge first play. Obviously, if your opponent has like a Mother Witch or something, it's going to be annoying. And you're probably not going to break through on your first Giant Graveyard push. Also, we literally don't even need to respond to this. He gets 2 hits. That's it. As if Goblin Barrel wasn't bad enough. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that even if he was to have like a Mother Witch and he's got like 18 Hoggies coming down the lane, all you need to do is go with the Bowler and you'll be able to defend it all. So there is literally no way to get punished playing this deck because your defense is so insanely easy and cheap. So we just go in with the Evo Bats here, and there's nothing he can do about that. He's got to get through a bunch of bats here, and we can actually use our bats to tank for a graveyard, which is kind of stupid, but it doesn't matter. All he has is the log, so Yeah, okay. I think he's given up here. Yeah, that's gonna be GG's for game number 1. I guess I will play another one because that's kind of not a good sample size, you know. Giant Graveyard is really that easy though, guys. This isn't a fluke. Running it back with Giant Graveyard versus the Lizard King. We're gonna wait for him to make the first play and then just go in on offense for the entire rest of the game. Sounds pretty good. We're gonna go, yeah, Night Witch. Oh, this is just really clean. Wow, it doesn't even get a hit. Night Witch full counters with the Dagger Duchess. That's pretty easy right there. And so now this Firecracker, a little bit annoying. I guess we could just go with the Bowler here, and we're gonna be able to kill all this and activate the King Tower as if we needed more defensive help. We've got the King Tower activated. So what we're gonna do here is Giant. We're gonna wait a minute to see if he goes with anything I can spell. And then if he doesn't, yeah, we go in with the Graveyard here. And just like that, we're gonna, I think, full counter this Hog as well. Yeah, 0 damage taken from the Hog. He logs, and we've got Skellies, Bats, a Giant, and a Bowler on the tower. That's literally GG's already. Like, it's already over again. And if you guys are looking to get out of the early leagues, I would definitely recommend this deck. The problem is if you're looking for like a deck to level up, it's not. I guess he didn't quit. I guess he thinks he can come back. All right, but anyways, I don't know if I'd recommend you to level it up, like if you don't already have it leveled up, because this is one of those decks that, like, it's really good in the meta, so it's most likely going to get nerfed in the next balance changes. So you do have a month to play this deck, and I would highly recommend you do it because it's completely broken. But if you're starting like completely from scratch, I would probably pick a deck that's less niche. Like, I don't know, like maybe the next few decks. I think Lava is going to be one of them. Like, I'm biased, obviously, because I'm a Lavaloon player, but we're going to catch the win here, and Lava is just going to be more viable long-term than, like, Giant Graveyard. This is kind of one of them decks that comes and goes. Deck number 3 is the deck that I personally am going to main this season, Lavaloon. It does look like there's a bit less drill in the meta right now, so we've switched off of Bomber and our guards, and we're going with Tombstone Valk. You can use Fireball or arrows, whatever you want. You do want to use the Evo Zap, though. It's really, really good right now. And so I guess depending on how much Giant is in the meta and stuff like that, that'll kind of depend on whether we want to end up using Barbs or Valk or guards. But this is going to be a good, like, set point, because if you max like this deck, if the meta shifts, you're going to need to switch like one card. You're going to switch maybe 1 or 2 cards, and you can get that maxed in under a season, and it's not going to be a problem. So we're just going to go Mega Minion here, try and take out this Executioner. It's probably not going to work because they usually have, yes, the Tornado. We're going to go Skelly Dregs as well, and he does cycle back to another Tesla. So we'll give him a little zap, try and get a little bit of damage, but I guess we both emptied our entire elixir bar, so that's all good. No big deal. Now we know what he's playing. Tesla, Xe, NATO. Not going to be fun, but we will probably be able to catch him overcommitting, or I guess maybe misplacing the Xe, or playing an Xe too early, or overcommitting on a push. All of those things can happen. So we're just going to wait for him to kind of see what he does. So Executioner in the back. That's good for us because it will be closer to the bridge, so we can get a easier kill on it. It's all up to him to make the misplays, though. So that's the thing with Lava. You kind of just wait for them to make the misplays, and that's a really big overcommitment. Now with the Graveyard Freeze, especially when I had a full elixir bar, and that's going to be the thing about mid-ladder menaces. I don't know if he's going to be able to defend this. He has a Tesla, but he's down elixir, a ton of elixir, and Tesla won't stop this. So yeah, it does look like he's going to give up, which is, God, I should just rename the title of this video to make it all of my opponents give up. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be the thing against these mid-ladder players, is you play passive, kind of. You force your opponent to make the plays and make the mistakes, and they're more than likely going to mess up, especially because the guys that you're facing with horrible mid-ladder menace decks, they're not going to be very, very good at the game. So they are going to mess up. It's just up to you to force the mistakes and make them mess up. So we've got Pekka Bridge Spam as deck number 4. It is just going to be OP this season. The Evo Battle Ram is like only in one deck, but it is really good in that one deck. Like, if you get this thing behind a Pekka or something, you're gonna have a good time. You're going to have a good time, guys. It's going to be very fun. So we're going to obviously try and cycle to our... Ooh, I might have to use a Mother Witch here. I can't trust Big Daddy Ghost. He does do his job, though. So we're going to apply some more pressure here. See what he plays. He has a mini Pekka. So we're going to go... We'll just wait a second. The Dagger Duchess is pretty depleted. So I might go with Battle Ram in this lane. Yeah. And so the big thing is going to be obviously cycling to our Evo Battle Ram, because that's going to be kind of an extra win condition to help us win this game. We're just going to take pretty much the whole tower with this Battle Ram here. That's kind of what happens with bridge spam. You want your opponent to make the first play, and you defend with your troops, and then you counter push. Ooh, I don't know if Big Daddy Ghost is going to defend all this. Ooh. Oh, he's doing a decent job there. I mean, we took a bit of damage, but I mean, that's a lot for the old man to handle, so it's pretty good that we still won that. But yeah, I mean, this is nice because we're going to be able to do the same thing to almost every player. You're going to be able to defend with and then counter push and then apply pressure and get your opponent to spend even more elixir, and they're going to be down while defending while you have more troops on the board. And then you can just go in with your spells or Battle Ram or opposite lane, especially against the Dagger Duchess. You're going to force them to play defense with only their troops because she's going to be depleted of all her daggers. So we're going to go with, honestly, just we'll let the Mother Witch do her thing here. We're going to go with the Battle Ram. We're going to wait and then Bandit. Yeah, and the Bandit should connect here. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't. Connects on the wrong thing. Ooh, nice Evo Zap coming down here. We should get a lot of damage. And 14 piggies coming in on the King Tower as well. Good sight to see. And we should be maybe catching... Oh, that's not really what I wanted to Mother Witch, but we're going to be able to now go with... Oh, this isn't good. No, okay, he's not going to the Battle Ram. Mini Pekka is lost. He's actually lost. Okay, and we shove him out of the way. GG's, Evo Battle Ram. I don't know if we needed it, but GG's anyways. Our fifth and final deck is Golem, and this deck is going to be insane this season. The main reason Golem is going to be so good is kind of because our pumps are going to be insanely broken. The only two counters to the elixir pump for even or plus elixir trades are the Miner and the Earthquake. Earthquake's kind of dead in this meta. And the thing is, if somebody miners your pump and you just place the pump in the middle, the miner will only get like one shot on the pump because of both the Dagger Duchesses. So that's kind of what's going to make pump really good as well. But we're going to be able to Golem really early with this deck because not only do we have, well, typically we get a pump down first, but since he's out of his flying machine, I like to go in. He's got a Pekka, that's annoying. I really wish he'd stop with the pregnant E-Golem, bro. That's just weird. Stop. It's just weird. That emote is weird, bro. We're going to take some double dinks from the Evo Bomber. We get nice little 900 damage. But you're going to be able to go with Golems really fast because we can split lane pressure. We can defend everything. How was that on the Night Witch, bro? We can defend everything, and the Dagger Duchess is broken, and this is your typical game. He spends more elixir than we do. We go Golem. We take both towers. We're up 2 towers in one minute. So we're going to Tornado the Firecracker into the Skelly King, and he has a log, unfortunately, meaning we won't 3-crown him yet. Almost going to 3-crown him. Yeah, this is just stupid. Like, these are really broken decks, my friends. These are really broken decks. And so you're going to run into sometimes cycle decks that are going to be tougher to beat. But against cycle decks, making sure we're going in with pumps and then forcing out like a poison or a big spell on the pump, it's going to be the go-to strategy. And then, I mean, I don't know what we're doing here. We're just like stalling. He's just stalling, bro. You're going to lose this game. But yeah, make sure you use your E-Dragon Tornado in single, which is expensive to use, but since you will have a pump down, it is definitely affordable. So I would do that against stuff that's like the Firecracker. E-Dragnado is going to be your #1 friend. Cycle decks are pretty difficult the more you get higher up, but you should be able to stampede them. Check out my Golem video, actually. I do have a Golem video that I posted recently, and it's really good because it's going to help you beat all types of decks. Even if you start to think like these are hard counters or something, like if you think it's a bad matchup, it honestly might not be. You just might be playing it wrong. We're going with the offensive elixir pump. Oh, we predicted the flying machine. Holy moly, we predicted the flying machine. Oh my god. Okay, well, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you use these decks. Let me know which one looks the most interesting to you. And make sure to take care and have good luck pushing for a new personal best, because this is the long season, 35 days. So don't be scared. Go push the medals. Go push the medals, my friends.